Hello everybody and welcome to another B2FIVE Acid Rain review. I have been waiting for these figures for quite some time. Unfortunately, I didn't update my shipping address. These went to my old house, but luckily enough, I still have mail forwarding on. This is the Amanga Military Abaddon Trooper and the Agots Military Moose Laurel LA3b. Absolutely love the look of the Moose Laurel. I love the action figure that's included with that as well, all part of the Bucks team. And these three as well, these look exceptional. If we look at the side of the box, we learn about the Bucks team Bob, and we also learn about the Abaddon Trooper and the NCO. And like the rest of these B25 lines, the back of the box shows us what's included and that they can be chopped and changed, interchanging all of their parts with other figures. And here we have them out of the packaging. Let's take a look at Bob first because he is awesome. Bob does have a face, albeit the way that his head is located on that scarf, it's a very tight fit on his neck. And if we look closely there, he's got really darkened out eyes, but I do love they bring in this much detail to a figure this size. He's got his knife going on there, slightly oversized, but he also comes with a gun and a pistol. If this is your first time checking out these B25 version figures, these are basically a smaller version, slightly less articulated than the Acid Rain figures. We do get ball-mounted heads. We can go up and down, left and right. Ball-mounted shoulders, so again, up, down, left and right. There's an upper bicep rotation in there. There's a bend on the elbow, rotation on the wrist. We do get an abdominal crunch in there as well. We get legs forwards, backwards, out to the side, upper thigh cut. And we get one very deep bend on the knee and ankle pivots on ball joints. So he's fairly articulated. These are just really fun little figures. I've said that since the get-go. I've said that since the first set that I bought. I really am a fan of these figures. Now, to give you an idea of scale, we have Human Alliance and we have Mask as well, of course, Mac Tracker. So I think they scale pretty well with the Mask figures, probably too big for your Human Alliance though. Now Bob also comes with a helmet that we can switch out on his head, much like the rest of the Bucks team, but I really like that kind of individual look for him there. Now let's take a look at the Moose Laurel LA3b. This thing is a complete and utter beast. This piece here comes as a separate piece. It just tabs in to the back, and as you can see, he has a very high powered rifle with some ammunition going all the way around. A little bit shorter than the other armor sets that we've got, but he makes up for it in firepower and articulation. It's a very articulated mech suit and very welcome addition to my collection, to say the least. Just look at the detail on here. We've got some Sampo printing on the side there. Love that smoked screen on the front. He has a detachable blade which can be mounted using the pegs. He is a force to be reckoned with. Now of course, like all of the other armor sets, we can open this up and open that up, and we have a lovely cab section where we can place our pilots. And once we ram him in there, it reminds me of kind of Warmonger from the first Iron Man movie. We can pop these up and this comes down, and there we go. He is rough and ready. I love the fact that all the arms are on ratchet joints there. We've got upper bicep rotation, we've got bends on the elbows. There's of course waist rotation, again on a ratchet. You get leg rotation forwards and back, upper thigh rotation. We get a bend on the knee there, and we get lovely ankle pivots as well. These are very highly posable. We even get a little bit of toe articulation as well, so we can pull off some really nice running battle and poses. And thanks to the abundance of all of these connection pegs, we can place weapons on the rear there, and we can tab his gun in at various different points. And next up I have my 2 troopers and my NCO. Now the NCO is the first figure in this entire line that I've had any problems with. His hand literally fell off as I took him out of the box, which is a real shame. I could probably put a small screw in there, then cut the screw and then screw it into the other side. That's not a problem, but such a shame. That shouldn't happen unless I kind of tape a sword or something to his hand as if he's had lost in battle, or I could even just switch out his arm with one of his comrades or another figure. But yeah, that's the first time I've had an issue with any of these figures, which is such a shame. Now, taking a look at the figures themselves, these again are lovely. These are very unique. They do scream kind of Cobra to me somewhat, even though they're sporting an X. Nice battle weathering, kind of Battlestar Galactica style helmets going on there. They come with abundance of weapons. They have multiple guns, and we've got gold tabs on the back there. Really nice, clean designs. Again, remember how small these figures are for them to look this good. Such a shame. Such a shame about his hand there. He actually looks a little bit like Bumblebee as well, doesn't he? And his skirt at the front there is slightly offset. We get all of that rotation and abdominal crunching, the bends on the knee, etc. Just flawed somewhat by his battleground accident. Really see me army building these up though, because these are exceptional. Really do love how these are looking. And I'll say it once and I'll say it again, the biggest selling point to me about these sets are the sheer playability value. As you can see, I've chopped out his arm there. It's just a ball mounted socket, and I've replaced it with this guy who's been injured in battle. I've changed out the arm there. These literally just tab in. And of course with the other sets you also get these additional brackets, so you don't even have to put the arms where they're meant to go. You can add them to additional pegging endpoints and then use them. And of course the waist does work in exactly the same manner. We could come along, we can just unplug the waist, and then we could plug an alternative waist in, beefing up every one of our soldiers. So no two collections have to be the same. They can be displayed and played with however you see fit. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, share, and of course subscribe. I've included a link to the B2FIVE Acid Rain playlist at the end of this video, as well as a link to where these can be purchased in the description. Until next time, from myself and the Abaddon Trooper set, thanks for watching, goodbye.